We go into the fourth quarterfinal. Who's gonna be joining Foggy, TH, and of course Moon? It's gonna be either LawLiet or Infi. LawLiet has defeated a human before. That was Hawk in the lower bracket semi-final of his group. Had a little bit of trouble against Lucifer, but in the lower bracket final he got his revenge and therefore making it into the quarterfinals. Infi though, he had quite an easy time on that day, to be honest. Playing Night Elf in the group stage against Lind and Focus. Not a real threat to him. So he won his Group D facing LawLiet now. But not playing Night Elf anymore. We see a Town Hall, Altar of Kings human will be played here in the playoffs. I did not expect that, to be honest. He's starting in the upper right. It's once again the best of 5. First to 3. Goes into the semis and yeah, triples the prize money from 300 to 1,200 already. Keeper of the Grove for LawLiet, and of course an Archmage for Infi.
Thank you very much here to our two newest supporters, Arendor83 and Chip Baguette, both subbing for the first time. Thank you guys so much. All right, nowadays, as you guys are aware, a lot of players, especially the humans, have been fond of switching races to Night Elf. But, lucky for us, Infi is sticking here with human. That of course will mean that for the rest of the series, gonna have to play human as well. You can't switch races in between maps, so keep that in mind as well. Amazonia here, the starting map. One of the hardest ones of all, especially for human. If Infi can win here, man, that's gonna be a great confidence booster for him and a good sign moving forward in this best of 5.
What a lightning shield creep by LawLiet. This was absolutely perfect. So fast, not denying anything. He's rushing level 2. So I wonder how Infi is approaching this. Expansion play is really not possible against the Keeper on AZ. I think you just don't have the time. Must go for a rifle build, I guess, but how fast is he going to be aggressive? We've seen this from Hawk, who sometimes even harasses with a level 1 Archmage nowadays. But this does not seem to be the case. Used a few militia here to delay the tech a bit, but got his level 2, not denying anything, and great inventory for Infi.
Yeah, a bit of luck here on the human side, definitely with the better items so far. And he is actually expanding.
Yeah, what the hell?
Expanding in 1.30, lol. What's going on?
On Amazonia. Maybe because...
If you don't get harassed, of course, it works nicely. And I'm so surprised that there's no scouting going on by LawLiet.
Yeah, nothing, right? I mean, there was a Wisp here walking to the creeps now. It's a bit of a blunder. But he's gonna see that expansion play as the creeps let loose.
These items, though. This is the perfect drops for the AM. This is the start he was hoping for.
Indeed. And level 3 as well. So level 2 water elementals. Nice to have them. Keeper not level 3 yet. Maybe with a last hit, but he's just... Oh, okay, walking across I thought, but no, now he is. Trying to get the last hit. Didn't go for it. Infi, one of the best last hitters and deniers in the game. So he would have loved to have the level 2 treants right now. It's only level 1. Can do a little bit of damage, but it's 4 footmen. Oh, he must be careful to not lose the water elemental here. That would feed the Keeper to level 3. But apart from that, it's looking good for Infi, I think. Here's level 3 now.
Archers here simultaneously creeping, and in a dangerous way, dude. These Murlocs are proving to be pretty scary. But yeah, Keeper now level 3. Now he starts becoming really scary. But at the moment, there is nothing with the army. So the Keeper, for a few moments at least, is gonna be held at bay fairly well.
You got one footman kill already, not denied by Infi. Keeper is taking quite a few hits. He is down to 50%, also no mana anymore. Another detonate gets another kill on this water elemental, and Infi should really deny this. This is what made him so strong at WGL, constantly denying his own units, and that's exactly what I'm talking about here. Keep the experience away from the Keeper to not feed him up to level 4 or 5. In the main base, we have a second Engine of War and a Huntress Hall. So, late mass hunts into glaives, I guess, to siege this expo.
Yeah, this is where this strategy looked so difficult to execute. The human fast expansion, when players like Neutron showed us how dangerous and deadly those glaives with the Alchemist later on coming in can be. But this is a very important camp being taken right now by Infi. He's gonna get almost level 4 here and the Sobi mask. Dude, seriously, these drops for him are so amazing this game. But now, gonna be forced to defend. He got the Berserker here and the Shadow Priest, so now he's gonna have Dispel. Such an important camp for him. Here's the first Dispel, the Berserker is saved, and this aggression really isn't doing too much just yet for LawLiet.
I agree, just buying a little bit of time as the camp is not 100% finished yet, but oh, the regen scroll, so nice. Heals the workers up as well, and there's almost another Water Elemental, one additional Entangle, but immediately dispelled. Well done by Infi, and the Archers and the Keeper retreat, waiting. Oh, it's Glaives immediately, not a single Huntress to block or anything.
Dude, this game is going swimmingly for Infi. This is really, really good. 2 footies died so far. And I think they may have both been denied. One of them was at least. He's got Dispel ready already. AM's close to level 4 with an amazing inventory.
But he's only tier 1. That's the problem. Like, how long can he hold on against the high damage Glaive Throwers with this army? I mean, he will have a lot of Water Elementals, and there's almost no Dispel in LawLiet's army except Wisps, of course. So he can dive for the Glaives and do a lot of damage with the level 2 Water Elementals. That's his best shot, I guess. Thank you, Thessel, for the sub.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the tech was late, of course, as it has to be when the human fast expands. But he's got a Shredder now, so he's gonna not have any more lumber issues for the rest of the game. The AM here is so close to level 4, and then with this Zombie, he's gonna have so much mana regen. Yeah. It's gonna be Water Elementals for days.
Alchemist, 0 experience thus far. Acid Bomb, of course, helps tremendously against this massive Footman, which was the thing that made Infi and TH so strong in previous patches. Like, using these footmen to the absolute fullest. Blacksmith is coming now for Rifleman, then I guess. And we have the level 4 Archmage ready. Mass farms being built in Infi's base. So it's going to break upkeep soon, I guess. I'm not... Okay, there we go. Vorpal Blades. I was thinking about it. Does he have it or not? Apparently not yet. Numbers of Glaive Throwers are rising. One upgrade as well. Infi, though, going for the shop. For the Scroll of Healing. But the push is coming.
He's gonna be under pressure here in just a moment. Does he have one tower? Ooh. Masonry? He doesn't have Masonry. Oh, we forgot about it. That's certainly a bit of a mistake. Easily has the resources. Now he's gonna be forced to come back to his expansion. Even creeping up a little bit more here, giving more time to these glaives. This is, of course, mass damage, as we know. Also, not too many towers here. Infi can't afford to lose this, obviously.
Invo Potion breaks the Entangle, and how much can he do with the Shredder and all the Footmen and the Mercs? He's chasing LawLiet back, as he can't afford to get in range with those Glaive Throws, of course, but instant focus on the Archmage. There is a big healing and a Town Pole, so he should be safe, killing one of those Glaive Throwers, but the Acid Bomb was perfect into these, I don't know, 10 Footmen or whatever it is. Mass damage again, and here's the big healing potion consumed.
Yeah, very nice. Here the items coming in so handy for the AM. 4.5 now on the first hero of the human. He is tier 2 now. He can go for a second hero right now, and it's the Panda.
Ooh, rare choice these days to go for the AoE damage.
Against the Glaives, though, of course, very good. And he's forcing him back all the way into the main. And now, what does LawLiet do? He's got Glaives, yeah, but he's got nothing else.
Yeah, and there's also anti-air against the Zeppelin that saved a few Glaives. There was a nice Moonwell juice save on the Alchemist, but he's stuck. He can't get out. Alchemist dead. The Keeper is surrounded as well. The Glaive Throwers are doing some damage, but they are so far away from everything. A few hits and the Zeppelin is falling. The Panda says hello, most likely, with the Breath of Fire. There it is. And there's a Rifleman. What can he do, man? Level 4 on the Keeper. And the Zeppelin, well, is gone. Infi got the next one. He can't save anything. GG by LawLiet, and Infi wins the first game on Amazonia against the Night Elf with human.
Well done.
Really well done.
Well done by Infi. And I love that strategic choice. He's playing against the meta. Nobody fast expands anymore, so he's going for calculated risk. Okay, I'm gonna go for the fast expo. Just expecting you not to assume that I'm doing this, not to scout it, not to properly play against it, and hopefully make that strategy work then. And also having some pretty good drops, we have to say, but just all through, super solid play by Infi. He went for a bit of a risk, but I think for good reason. This is a very bad map if you go into a one-base game. Love the choice here by Infi.
Yep, so far it's working out well. LawLiet can choose the map now as we go into map 2 very, very soon. LawLiet, of course, one of the players that won the next event next to Lin and Lucifer, not losing a single map. That was pretty impressive, actually. But it's a different case here now. But yeah, this mass glaive thrower thing, also a little greedy, I feel. Not going any Huntress, not going Mountain Giants, no Dryads, nothing. Maybe the wrong choice to do that. I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight, but...
I think the problem was the early game. Just letting him have too easy of a time. I mean, when you reach tier 2, what else are you supposed to do? You can't go MGs. It's going to take too long. He's going to overwhelm you with numbers. You can't really go Dryads because the mass rifles are going to destroy you. Huntresses just going to get destroyed as easily. I think the best choice there is the glaives then, but it was just too weak of an early, is how I view that game. Going on to Terenas stand next. That will be our map number 2, which is usually the best human map. Really good expansion map if you want to play that. And the Shadow Priest, once again, being very easily accessible. That's something that was pretty unusual for AZ standards. Usually the human never has the time, is always under pressure, can't go to the Merc camp, but in that game, Infi was able to do that, and that saved him at least 3 lives. And is going to be coming in handy once again on our map number 2.
Indeed, Terenas stand it is. 6 tomes of experience, big consumables. I wonder if Infi's lucky streak continues. It could be an even faster level 4 Archmage than we've seen on Amazonia. Thank you very much, Isaac Malek and Asu Gaming for the subs. We're getting very, very close to the 650 sub mark, which is, of course, very nice to see. Thank you, guys. As we said, Terenas stand, our second map of the last quarterfinal, as Infi takes the lead. Will this be the first quarterfinal, finally, that is not a complete sweep? LawLiet just texted me a sad smiley face in NetEase. I said, come back easy now. Go, 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 go. And he responded with, okay, go, 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 go. So, fighting spirit by LawLiet is high. Trolling spirit, of course, as well. So, is it going to be a keeper again? Or is it the LawLiet special, the Warden? We've seen it against Hawk on Echo Isles, though. Not very likely to see the Warden here. But with LawLiet, maybe he wants to surprise Infi as well, as Infi did surprise him on AZ.
We see a lot of Mountain Kings nowadays on TS. I'm almost certain this is going to be a Mountain King game here. So how does the Warden fare against the MK? Kind of okay, right? She can dodge fairly well against the Bolt.
Yes.
But of course, she can't go so easily for a hero kill. Will it really be the King of the Mountain?
No.
No! Okay, I would have been off here in that prediction. I've been seeing it so much, especially from Infi, and with good success as well, but no, it's gonna be the AM this time.
Yeah, creeping with the Mountain King is really good, with Thunderclap, of course, here at the Mercenary Camp, also at the expansion, so I'm a little surprised as well to not see the little dwarf. On the other side, it's a keeper for LawLiet. Don't have to discuss that, I guess. There's obvious reasons why you do that. For example, creeping the Mercenary Camp easier. It's gonna be a little bit of a different game than Amazonia because the Mercs are accessible so easily. But let's see if he is doing this. We have seen him play a lot of shop creeps first, to just not be easily creep-jackable. So I wonder if he does it again.
Thank you very much, Weaver Orange, our newest sub. Much appreciated. Instant expansion from the AM?
Again?
What?
Like, it wasn't even an instant expansion on AZ, but here it is.
Huh.
Maybe just creeping, but...
Can you creep the Merc camp after without militia? You need the Merc camp.
Yeah, against Entangle and Treants, you absolutely do.
Wish Detonate coming in. Nice spreading of the water elementals. Infi will not be giving up too much experience here too easily. This is why this is good for human here for fast expansion. This camp dies very easy. Even with a level 1 AM only. Barely any damage to any of the units. Level 2 on the AM now. And the boots. And he's bringing back the militia. He's not expanding. Just for creeping.
Okay. He's a little low on lumber. LawLiet was expecting this, actually. Or he was expecting shop into nulls. But this gives him so much time to creep the mercenary camp now with Lightning Shield. Fairly easy to do. And the greater mana. Oh boy.
Again. But this is a really cool opening. AM almost level 3.
Yeah.
Is this gonna give him level 3? Not quite, right? I think he needs a little bit more, maybe.
Not sure.
The Keeper is expanding down in the south. The tech should be starting for LawLiet soon as well. What's happening for Infi?
It's actually exactly level 3.
Yeah, wow. That's a really, really good opening.
Once again, a rough start for LawLiet, who's trying to expand now, which he didn't do on AZ. Teching at the same time, of course. Oh, what did he throw down? Another Moonwell. But yeah, now it's time for expansions, as it seems. So very late Expo then. Going Expo into Mercs, into Expo. He's gonna be stuck on tier 1 for a long time.
So he delayed his expansion by a long time in favor of getting the Shadow Priest earlier and more footies. That seems like a high price to pay for just those 2 little units. But of course, especially the Shadow Priest makes a massive difference. Alright, issue is resolved. And we should be good to go.
So, LawLiet is scouting this. Will the Treants be in time? The duration is not the biggest anymore.
Are under attack.
They are walking to the expansion, right? They're splitting up. That's nice. He's gonna see the Merc camp being crept. And the tree sees the peasants walking over, sees the expansion. He knows what's up.
It's only level 2 Keeper, though. And there's almost no mana anymore. It's a good opening by Infi again.
But of course, this time there is a counter expansion for LawLiet, so it's not looking as bad for the Night Elf. Wouldn't even say that it's looking bad at all. His tech, of course, is way faster, as Night Elves tend to have it.
He's not forgetting about the Hunter Soul. Tech is at 40%. He gets level 3 with a little Rogue as well, as Infi is coming over with... but the Expo is done. Can't knock it down anymore with only piercing damage. He's gonna be there, most likely, though, once LawLiet is creeping this, with a bunch of footmen alongside the Archmage. But he has to be careful now to not lose a few units, but yeah. What?
In GCS's past, we saw Infi being so strong at attacking at the right time, going for the creep jag against the expansion being crept, and then sometimes even killing it. But that was in the days before the Keeper. I don't think that's doable anymore. With the Keeper being the first hero, just so strong with his Entangle, of course. Once again, the drops for LawLiet pretty poor. Double Ring, the Cloak, the Scroll is nice, but other than that, not too good. AM used his greater mana already, by the way, to have more presence down here in the south, but there's 2 Shadow Priests for LawLiet, so I don't see these Water Elementals doing too much.
Oh, me neither. Also a Berserker to add some damage. Keeper is here now. Only 28 supply against 41, though. Can he kill 1 or 2 footmen? Double Shadow Priest for Infi now as well. Dispelling the Entangle, saving this footman. Keeper maybe a little too far forward. Trying to get some kills here. Diminishing the footman numbers, but it's just not working. And he didn't have the time to creep this Expo yet, so... Infi, Echo-wise, the upper hand. Lumber Mill coming now. Tier 2 is done, though, and Lores are coming.
The delaying here of Infi is really nice, but now the Alchemist is coming in, and he usually shifts the tide in these small engagements. Let's see how much he can do. Acid Bomb is coming in. It's of course also a lot about the mana on the Shadow Priests. Once Infi doesn't have mana for the spell anymore, he really can't stay in here any longer, and realizes now he has to retreat with his mana dropping low and the Alchemist being here. 1 more footy will fall, but that's fine. He's got the expansion. He's also got quite a good supply number already, by the way. Almost 50. And LawLiet, he still hasn't crept this.
That's a late expansion now. Using the resources now to get Dryads, to get rid of these Water Elementals once and for all. Another Acid Bomb. A nice split by Infi. This could have been way worse. It's only affecting 3 units, but he spread his entire army in like 3 parts. That was sweet. I haven't seen this too many times before.
It looked a little bit weird when he popped the greater mana down here, but it was so the right call. This pressure he's applying is delaying the economy of his opponent LawLiet by such a long time. This is 100% worth it. Tier 2 tech for the human, by the way, now 50% done. But LawLiet's about to hit another power spike as his Dryads will be hitting the field very soon.
This time, again, only 2 units affected. He's going for the Entangle on the Archmage. Wants to force the Town Portal, thanks to Poison Ivy, of course. But Infi with great micro, able to escape thanks to the Boots of Speed as well. And the Alchemist is dropping fairly low. There's not too much time remaining on the Scroll of the Beast. This is where LawLiet is the strongest at the moment. And the Alchemist just falls. And now there's no Acid Bomb anymore. The tree is super low. Infi is diving for this. He wants to kill the expansion. Mass Repair with the Wisp. What damage is better? He's portaling. Needs one more volley or 2, but he kills it. And on the way out, he's only losing a Shadow Priest. What a great execution from the Chinese human.
He denied his Alchemist. The Alchemist was on about 100 HP. Oh. He walked back, and then he killed his own Alchemist.
Oh, that was weird.
And his Moon Wells are pretty much full. That, I don't think, was intentional. It may have been. Also, why are the rings not on the Alchemist? Also, why did he not go for the Acid Bomb plus Entangle on the AM earlier? That would have forced the TP. A lot of weird plays here currently by LawLiet.
Infi at tier 2. He is going for defense. Haven't seen that in ages in this matchup. Archmage level 3.5. Alchemist on his side now as well. Also going for Acid Bomb? That's weird. I would expect Heal Spray first. As more and more Dryads are coming in. Alchemist for LawLiet is back. Tree only at 60%. And Infi caught up with attack. Like, there's no tier 3 for LawLiet, who also forgot a Moonwell. Oh no, it's here at the expansion. But it's late. Anyway.
The Zeppelin man, that could do a lot of work. He could perhaps drop on the tree and cancel it. He's flying across. If he gets this cancel right now, the AM is distracting a little. If he gets this cancel, this is going to be looking very good for him. This could be the game-winning move right here.
Oh, he's staffing in with the Archmage as well, so there's a Water Elemental, or should be a Water, no, it's just the damage. But he kills it for the second time. Acid Bomb onto the Wisp, one's going to die, not detonated, so additional experience. That was well done, man, and LawLiet just retreating, can get a few kills, but Infi really don't care. 1,400 gold on his side.
Yeah, Infi's playing a beautiful game here. Like, from beginning to end, everything he's doing here is correct, it seems like. He's just flawless currently. And LawLiet against the ropes. Yes, he's got tier 2. Yes, he's got double hero. Almost losing the Dryad there to the creeps. But he's stuck on one base and on tier 2. This is disaster. This is absolute disaster.
So far it is indeed. Alchemist is close to level 3. We don't see any rifles, by the way. Ah, now they're coming. Okay, rifles, mortars, priests. High damage army. Engine of War for LawLiet is down. But Dryads are coming in. It's of course hard to run away from this poison. Gets rid of the Water Elemental that is still not level 3. Nutrient Summon. That Acid Bomb was good. So how much damage can he do now? Wound of the Wind to prevent the Town Portal to do some more damage. Dryads being kited away. Double level up. It's level 5 Keeper now. Can he change things around? Not yet, as Infi is going for the Town Portal. Understandably so. Yeah. Spends his gold now. Breaks upkeep. And this damage of this army is going to be sick.
I think that was even a little bit stubborn by Infi, staying in there for so long, facing off against the Night Elf tier 2 army when he has 4 Dryads, already, plus all the spells from the opponent. I think that could have been a bit of an earlier TP, but he didn't lose much, did he? He lost 1 Footy, 1 Shadow Priest. It's all fine.
I think he saw the opportunity that the mercenaries weren't there, and just wanted to use that, or to fight this low army. Tier 3 now, by the way, we're getting closer to Mountain Giants, but guess what? Double Rifleman and a Mort team. Can they kill this expansion once again? They're going for the Shadow Priests early. Sees, okay, that's too much anti-air. I can't evacuate you out of there, so let's go. We have another fight here. Everyone is missing quite a bit of army in this as they were split. Alchemist is in trouble. Oh, potion being used. But is it enough? Town Portal as well. So he prevents this next fight as the mortar teams are putting in a great job already, even without fragmentation shards. And the expo is up now.
That was the biggest deal here. Really nice splitting by LawLiet, keeping the Mercs at the expansion. The mobile and deadly Dryads with the slow are with the heroes to look for pickoffs and contest the map. And the more immobile but good damage mercenaries stay at home to keep the tree alive. And that was the big play, even if it wasn't too flashy. But that gives him the expansion now that keeps him in the game.
Look at the army though. A big red ball of death is coming to the bottom left. LawLiet has to react. He's at 61 supply now, going for the first Mountain Giants. This supply is of course stuck in production. This will take quite a bit until it's ready. He has to heal up here. Infi's timing looks great. He's creeping first though. Is there a level up around the corner? Yes, level 3. Will LawLiet have the time for Hardened Skin? That's the big question.
This is a scary army. That's level 3 on the Alchemist. That's gonna help out a lot. A Scroll of the Beast being found.
Ouch.
If this is on all of the range army and there's no dispels coming in, this is gonna be so much additional DPS.
Okay, no reinforced defenses. It's only 2 armor on the trees. And Mortar Team should be able to deal with this fairly easy as he has the 1-0 upgrade. And now as well, the Roar being used. 2 Mountain Giants. Hardened Skin is coming, but it's not done yet.
So nice the flare as well to have vision, to not have to stand too close to the tree, and it's just too much damage! This scroll is absolutely off the charts in the DPS department. And LawLiet, his expo's too late, his production rounds weren't quick enough, and he just can't hold on against this mass.
Upgrade is finished now though. Mountain Giants a lot more tanky. He's going for the Poison Ivy on this Alchemist, but there's an Invul and a Heal Scroll. Maybe not the best choice. Oh my god, these shots from the mortars are insane. Another Heal Scroll and another Invul. It's 3 Heal Scrolls against 0.
Alchemist in trouble. Goes for the Invul first though. That will keep him alive. And still has the Health Stone. Yes, the MGs are tanking in the front, but nothing's really doing damage here to Infi. And he still has 2 Scrolls of Healing.
Nothing is doing damage because nothing else is in this fight. The Dryads were dancing, but they left the dance floor and went to the bar or something. They weren't here at all. He couldn't save this expo. He lost a bunch of stuff.
And Infi playing it really safe,
yes.
TPing out of this with 2 Scrolls of Healing still available.
He's taking to castle though. He doesn't want to risk losing more units. And then he's getting in a fire. He's getting frag shards. He's getting maybe even a paladin or something. And then he's gonna strike back. Oh, Tom of Retraining for Blizzard.
Really good. With the tier 3 coming in, that TP back is very understandable. Why take the risk? With the 3rd hero, plus all the upgrades from tier 3, this should be the knockout punch. I don't know how LawLiet is supposed to hold on here. Still struggling to get together a formidable force.
Look at the item. Scroll of the Beast. Again.
Players' forces are under attack.
Of course you can dispel with Wisps, but that didn't work in the first fight at all. Acid Bomb again in the backline. Priests have to do extra work here, but tier 3 is done. Frag shots is coming as well as the upgrades here. This is maybe even the best time for LawLiet to fight this now.
Yeah, kind of looks like it, but then again, his army right now isn't all that scary. As again, the Dryads have to dance, they have to move, they can't stand still, otherwise they're just gonna die. The MGs in front, of course, they're kind of safe, they're kind of tanky, but not too much damage coming from them. The Alchemist really has to put in the DPS, but LawLiet's Alchemist is out of mana. Also Alchemist now for Infi dropping really low, but again, he has the Invuls ready. Infi is not making mistakes in this game.
Frag shards already now, even more damage. You see it on the Dryads. Oh my god, this AoE is just sick! Alchemist dies though, no more acid pop, no more healing. Can he get the revenge kill on something? Doesn't look like it. There is no catch, there's no Mountain King, there's no slow, there's no disable. LawLiet really, everything is red, everything is bloody and limping back home. But he did that fight fairly well, but he's still in the world of trouble.
How cool is this shop in the middle, by the way? Was able to load up more items there in the push earlier. Now he buys back the Alchemist at the tavern and can nicely pick up some clarities from over there. Really cool. Could go for a staff now as well if he wanted to, being tier 3. But probably a 3rd hero is more so on the agenda right now. What hero do you go for here as well is the question. Hawk was a big fan of MK third at WGL for Clap, but he's kind of one of the only ones that I've ever seen do this.
I think he's just going dual hero.
Also good. It's going to ensure the AM hitting level 5 very soon.
And if this game goes longer, both ultimates are insane.
If it goes longer, but I don't know that it will, my friend. As LawLiet's still sitting at 50 supply. He's been struggling this entire game to get together a decent army. The Alchemist, the Keeper I mean, is getting kind of close to level 6. And if he gets there, these MGs will be impossible to kill.
Yeah, at the moment, the Keeper is really not providing too much except the Entangle lockdown. Can be dispelled, of course, with the massive priests he has. But the Alchemist is the key, and he's getting to level 5 soon as well. That's going to be a huge level up. But he has to survive this next push by Infi.
The upgrades here are insane on the human army. It's 3-1 upgrades with Inner Fire, which basically makes it 2 or even 3 more upgrades on top of that. And even now the MGs are taking damage with the Blizzard. The Wisps are coming in for the Detonate. This is how LawLiet won against Hawk at WGL. But I think this is just a little bit too late now. He's going for the Alchemist kill once again, trying to get it. But I don't know that it's going to save him. But again, Infi plays it safe. He will save his second hero. He gets 1 kill on a Mountain Giant, and that is his level 5.
Level 3 Blizzard. Even more damage. I have rarely seen Mountain Giants die that quickly. And LawLiet sees it the same way. It's too much. Infi overwhelms him again and makes it a 2-0, which I did not expect one bit. Holy hell, how he cancelled this expansion 3 times. Really good play by Infi.
Absolutely. Outstanding play. Not only is he like making no mistakes in these games, he's also going for these really smart, perfect plays. That greater mana pop for mass water elementals down in the south, that was the first critical blow, delaying the expo by so much. And then the Zeppelin drop to cancel the expo after that. That kind of won the game for him. This wasn't the flashiest of all games. It wasn't extremely close, but I think it's impressive how perfectly Infi is playing right now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. As he's sharing attention between a couple of races here, it's really impressive how he knows all the timings for basically all races. He's just another level at the moment. But next map is a map that is usually not in the map pool anymore. It's Turtle Rock.
Interesting. Yeah, we have it in this tournament, as you say. For example, not in WGL anymore, but here we do have it. This used to be a pretty scary and difficult Night Elf map, especially for close position reasons, but also because of creeping reasons, when usually you rely on your Demon Hunter, certainly on his level 2 and probably also on his level 3, but now it's Keeper time. It's all turned around. And probably the most important thing here, we're not going to have Mercenaries, we're not going to have Early Dispel against the Keeper of the Grove.
True that. Interesting fact, by the way, so far, everyone who has won his group has also won his quarterfinal 3-0. Infi could continue this trend if he wins this next map. If not, we have game 4 for the first time in the playoffs here of the Douyu TV Thunder and Fire Cup. Here we go. And is it close position? Of course it is.
It just keeps on happening, dude. All right, it's close position. In the past, we used to see a lot of militia running over, being aggressive, trying to finish the game early. But that was in the days of the Demon Hunter. With the Keeper, this looks all very, very different. So Infi is not going to be super aggressive, is not going to be militia scouting immediately. Going to be taking this a little bit more slowly. And of course, expansion is going to be completely out the window. We're not going to see this in this game.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, it would be a very weird and hard thing to do. So most likely the first time we're going to see one base Infi. I mean, he was able to defeat undeads on one base here on Turtle Rock in previous patches. So it's not like that he is heavily relying on this expansion.
True. Against undead though, it is certainly a very different matchup.
Yeah.
The undead is very heavily reliant on tier 3. The Night Elf, not really. As especially players like Moon showed us with heavy tier 2 Dryad aggression.
You can also go
oftentimes
for
be-
mass hunts or glaives, all tier 1 stuff. LawLiet going for keeper, of course.
Yeah, that is the opening. And sees the close positions here. The Militia Scout reveals it. So this is going to be interesting now. What's the reaction, the adaptation going to be? AM should be going for the Ogre camp first, then heading over to the Turtles for his level 2. That much is given. But what then?
Yeah. Shop, so far away. It's really hard to... I don't really know. Maybe level 2 aggression?
Now, we've seen this before by Infi. Willing to sacrifice footmen in favor of tempo and in favor of aggression towards the opponent's base and draining the moon juice, and then once the keeper's out of mana, he doesn't do that much anymore. LawLiet starting off with an Ancient of War deny. That usually never happens to him. I see it happening to Foggy and maybe even Moon, but normally LawLiet, the king of creeping, with a bit of a blunder right there.
Maybe Infi broke him a little mentally. No fast tech on neither side. Level 2 creeping should still be enough for LawLiet, right?
Yep, he just needs one more creep. He's gonna need a troll along with the warriors, when usually you only need the warriors. So, not that big of a deal. Just a little bit longer this will take for him. But he's gonna get the crucial level 2. Okay, techs. Where are the techs? Where are they starting? We have 8 peasants on lumber. This is not definitely expansion yet. If he goes to 9, that's 9. That usually means expansion.
Oh, yeah, what else, man? He's rushing over.
Uh-oh.
But there's no
Okay.
number.
It's a tower push. Here we go. Alright, boys. This game is going to be decided pretty soon.
Forces are
What
under
the hell? There's no lumber mill. But I mean, Arcane Towers are pretty great against the Treants. LawLiet was not ready for this. Usually he builds a second Engine of War or more Moonwells, but not happening here. He's just
just going
rushing
for
the
the tree.
creep. The tree.
But that's not gonna work.
That's
There's
not gonna
plenty of
work.
wisps here.
Losing the first peasant. And more will follow.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit weird right here. Is he teching behind this? No. That was a very weird attack.
Yep. The Treants are not killing the workers though. Keeper loses a lot of HP. Now the Treants are hunting.
And it's nighttime. The AM didn't have time to go for the shop, so no dust makes these archers pretty much invulnerable. As impressed as I was with Infi's perfect moves at every turn in the previous 2 maps, this one kind of fell on its face.
Yeah, so far. LawLiet is going for double Engine of War and a Huntress Hall, while he keeps on pushing with his 25 supply. Treants, of course, and the Militia don't stand a chance against them, especially with the arrows coming from the back line.
So once again, Footies and AM enter the main. If they can cancel the Ancient of War here, that would be pretty nice.
Shop is not coming through, so no regen scroll, no clarity for Infi. Yeah, he's getting 1 Engine of War. That's nice, but can't prevent the Huntress Hall, which is finished already.
LawLiet in the midst of this, though, did cancel the tech, so it's not that bad for Infi. Suddenly, he's the guy with the tech lead. I thought the Night Elf tech had been running through and through, but that's not the case. LawLiet was panicking and canceled that Tree of Ages, and now he's taking damage in the main still. He is losing a Moonwell, almost supply stuck now, but he's at the same time dealing quite a bit of damage here to the human main.
Super close to level 3. 1 more kill and he gets it. Level 2 Entangle, of course, nice. There's no Arcane Tower in Infi's base. And there it is. No mana anymore, though. Everything is hurt for Infi, and so important that LawLiet killed the shop.
Greedy here by LawLiet, going for the high HP Footman, wanting to get 2 kills, may in the end result in him not getting any at all. But the Footies, man, they're all dropping so low. He needs a regen scroll badly. But he's actually gonna get both these Footies. LawLiet knows exactly how far to take this. He's not being too greedy. He's still having a good game here.
And now we have Huntress even. Like, it was easy for the footmen to do damage to the archers, but against this Huntress, it's not really the case. Also, if militia are called, there are... or there is an area of effect then. We have double engine of war up now. And does it really need tier 2? I do not think so.
Second hero time though now. The Alchemist coming in with probably the heal spray. Might also be the acid bomb. Either it's gonna be really good. And he's finding the archers. Is he looking? Yes, he is.
Can they run away fast enough? Well, he's far away from level 3 on the Archmage though. This helps a little bit. But it was denied by the creeps.
Alright, and all other archers make it away. That was a little bit scary there with them being found in the night. The shop is up though. This is the big deal. The Regent Scroll here is going to be big, as well as the Clarity is coming in, of course. As the Keeper is still hunting. Has more mana to use. Using the Treants here makes it so he's actually not going to have any more Entangle here for a little bit. But of course, the main is nearby. He can go for the Moon Juice Reju up pretty easily. Not having a single Arcane Tower, by the way, is looking to be pretty damn greedy. Don't know about that choice.
Everything is still alive. No corpse here, except this one footman, I guess, inside the base. But Infi needs a solution for these Huntress. He is at tier 2 now, but no Blacksmith, no Rifleman. Ooh, these archers again.
Yeah. Solution against Huntresses usually is decent tech and good hero levels. If he gets to level 3 or 4 AM and has a good standing army of Rifle Caster, that's going to be really good. But of course, LawLiet doesn't want to allow that too easily. He wants to keep on pressuring. But his Keeper's low mana, the Hunts are low HP, and he's not finding the critical moment to push and like break Infi's neck. I mean, he has to pressure, right? He's stuck on tier 1. He has to finish this game sooner rather than later.
I agree. He is a little late with the Moonwell here, so he can't go into full 50 supply Huntress. And that gives Infi the time to go for Sanctums, and then all of a sudden there is Dispel, there is Heal, maybe even Slow. And LawLiet doesn't have the Moon Juice to get his army back to green. Like, everything is hurt here.
Yeah, LawLiet has to go for the Scroll of Healing here. That costs a lot of time. That gives Infi a lot of time to creep up and to get his level 3. Ideally, when you're the Night Elf, you don't want to give your opponent any time at all. But LawLiet has to get to the shop, has to get those scrolls for those Huntresses.
Also, the Scroll of Protection would be nice. Claws of Attack is decent against these low HP units that Infi has. Level 4 for him. Scroll of Healing, there we go. No more Vigility. Is he waiting for the Scroll of Protection? Yes, he is.
Use the Scroll of Healing already. Out of the fight, just to heal up. Very expensive. And the AM, in the meantime, got level 3. Perfectly got level 3. And another ring for the Alchemist, making him more tanky. Not too bad, as he will be in the front line, forced to hold on against the masses for a long time.
Started this creep spot, but can't go through with it. Huntress push coming into the base. 0-0 tech, though. Priests are coming. But where's the damage? I guess only in Water Elementals, but there is only one.
Aiming for the surround on the AM. If he can get out of this without using the invul, that would be a big deal, but he has to go for the invul. It's just too scary. But LawLiet is holding the surround. He might be able to kill the AM right here. He's completely surrounded.
Oh, 7 seconds is over, and the Archmage is deadsies. No TP in this one. And now the Alchemist and the Footmen on their own. The Militia don't do anything against these glaives of the Huntress. And what a slaughter this is. He's going for the second surround with the second Entangle. The Footman trying to block his way out, but too late as the little bird from the Keeper of the Grove kills the second hero as well. Level 5 now. And more kills. GG! For the first time in the playoffs, we don't have a clean wipe. But LawLiet is catching up here on Turtle Rock, making this a 2-1.
Damn, he almost held on for long enough. He almost was in fighting shape, had his tag ready, but just, you know, hero out of position once and entangles around. GG, that's the way it can go.
Yeah, lack of damage there for sure in the end.
Where did he use his TP previously, by the way?
I thought the same.
Did he sell the TP?
Maybe.
Chat, did you pay attention? I think he must have sold the TP, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he had used it at any point. That was a dangerous idea. But I guess felt that he had to get the resources for rifles and whatever. He didn't have a scroll of healing, so he didn't go towards that. He had an invul.
There was no blacksmith, so no rifles.
No, there was. Towards the end, there was the blacksmith and a single rifle.
Ah, okay.
But didn't quite have the time to mass produce him just yet. He used it? Oh, okay. Ah, yeah, of course he used it. Yeah. To get from the Knight of Base back to his own to defend against... yeah, you're right. You're right. He used it before, actually. Forgot about that.
So, Echo Elves is next. And man, have we seen great games between humans and Night Elves on this map or what? LawLiet versus Hawk. Replay of the year of Warcraft 3.info. Also, LawLiet versus Hawk in the group stage wasn't too bad. So is it Warden time now? Or does he think that Infi is too strong? Another map where we could see a Mountain King on Infi's side. He didn't do it on Terenas. Only Archmage. Thus far.
Absolutely. Could be an MK, but it's a little bit scary. If you go for the Archmage instead, it's going to be way easier for you to creep the Merc camp early. And I think that should be the idea. It's just going to give you so much presence on the map. The versatility of the Shadow Priest cannot be undervalued, especially with Brilliance Aura coming in, which obviously the MK would not provide. So here we go. Map number 3. Finally not a 3-0, by the way. Thank goodness. As we have a closer series here with a 2-1 lead for the human.
Still match points for Infi. What a dream match that would be, Moon versus Infi, as we see how well Infi is playing against Night Elf currently. The Chinese is starting in red in the upper left here in Echo Isles. LawLiet still facing elimination on the upper right-hand side of Echo. So, what heroes, what creep routes? That's gonna be the interesting thing here.
LawLiet starting off with a conservative Ancient of War placement, meaning no more camp to start with, meaning the Keeper can be more aggressive if he wants to be. If, of course, it is indeed a Keeper. But with the Ancient of War over here, I'm very sure it's going to be a Keeper.
If it's a Warden, you have to go for the Merc camp, I guess, for instant level 2 and the big item. Is it Mountain King, though? Or is it a Demon Hunter by LawLiet?
Altar is facing south, seems to indicate that he doesn't want to go for the Ogre first. So that means first expansion or first Merc camp. And regardless of what it is, usually that means AM.
Well, you can Lightning Shield creep with the Mountain King as well. And there we go.
Is a Mountain King.
It is a Mountain King and it is a Keeper.
So you have to Stormbolt one of the Kobolds then. For the Lightning Shield.
Yeah.
Don't think I saw that before. Okay, interesting. Can of course also just do it without the Lightning Shield with like 5 militia. You certainly have the damage to kill the Merc camp. It's not that hard to creep. Or he goes for the instant expansion, but that would be pretty weird.
Yeah, without Dispel.
Yeah. Sounds very dangerous. Also, MK will be stuck on level 2 forever. That doesn't sound like the best opening creep route.
We'll see though. Creeping starts. 1 footman is coming over for the harass, which is always nice. LawLiet is scouting for the Merc camp already. Has a wisp in position in case he goes for it. And yeah. MK out. Militia called. Second footman out as well. He can't jack this anymore as he's busy with his own creep spot. Oh, actually sending the Keeper over now. So how well does this go?
Treants first, obviously, so Infi is not going to have to fear the entangle for a while here. And he starts off with the clap against the creeps. With clap, of course, you can't go for the Lightning Shield. But yeah, the militia, he called 6 of them, can do this pretty well. This goes heavily into lumber though. Calling 6 militia for the first camp, that's going to delay your income quite a bit. Shadow Priest, by the way, immediately sent into the main, not left down south for creeping, and that is going to ensure the scout tower coming up. Once again, the opening by Infi looking really solid.
So nice, right? If he keeps the Shadow Priest at the army, he's going to arrive way too late. You still have the damage from the second Treant, and then maybe he kills the Arcane Tower. With the Arcane Tower up now, he is pretty safe against the Treant harass. So LawLiet needs a plan B, and that's an expansion at the Mercenary camp. But yeah, you're right. This opening by Infi is pretty damn great. He has the boots of speed as well. Plus level 2, so that's Stormbolt for him too.
Great item there for the MK. The Shadow Priest revealing himself. Oh, here comes the long range Stormbolt. Can he close the surround? Oh, just barely in time. He gets it off. That is going to force the TP out of the Keeper. A little bit late here. Not ideal for the Moon Juice regen. But he will get out. But that TP is gone for a very long time. Possibly forever. Dangerous against the Mountain King.
Yeah, this was the first surround attempt and it was flawless.
Yeah.
Like how fast and how perfect he positioned those units. Pretty damn strong.
That wasn't easy. That really wasn't easy.
Yeah, with 4 footmen.
A player's
Yeah.
forces
First
are
around
under
there,
attack.
first Stormbolt rather, and also really quick. That was pretty far away. He had to micro those little units perfectly pretty much. But the Shadow Priest is gone. No more Dispel for him for the time being. LawLiet is stealing the Berserker as well. And it's creeping up in the middle. Greater mana for the Keeper. Oh.
LawLiet with the Infi creep, which Infi showed before in the group stage here, opening up this tree line to creep the Magi easily. And yeah, with this item, he can summon a lot more Treants and they can do a lot more damage. And Infi is a little low on resources, has to wait for the gold to come in.
A player's forces are under
If he's
attack.
moving across the map right now, looking to cancel the expansion, he's gonna be too late to do this, or at least he should be. He has 5 footmen here. Or can he actually kill this? Against a level 3 Keeper though.
Creeps. Nice that the Mountain King was scouting if LawLiet was there somewhere. Wisp is dead. LawLiet stole the Berserker though, so that's a nice addition. And a bunch of archers as well. So he has
But
to let
if
loose.
he realizes, yeah, he can't kill this. May want to retreat back, but he has the Shadow Priest still with 2 abolishes, so he's safe against at least 2 entangles. Keeper actually out of mana. Uses the greater mana right here. Willing to go into a fight, perhaps expecting one to erupt, but actually, Infi is waiting in the shadows, considering whether he wants to approach. And with that greater mana use, I think he really shouldn't. But he's
LawLiet's-
thinking about it.
Yeah, LawLiet's Huntress Hall is a little late. He's coming in. And there's Entangle. But yeah, he gets out easily, as you said. Lots of Treants now. Consumable used. The Mercenary is still not
Player's
crap.
forces are under attack.
And the Ancient... Oh, the tree is only walking down now. Alchemist second, though. That will help even more. So Infi can't fight at all at the moment. Tech disadvantage. Only 1 hero. Units are hurt. He has to wait and stall time.
Right now, LawLiet way stronger. So Infi, what does he do? Creep up, turtle up, distract. Those are pretty much his options. MK not really close to level 4. So creeping perhaps not the ideal choice right now. Tech is starting right now for Infi. Not really late, but not super fast either.
A player's
Shop is
forces
up though, pretty much uncontested. Mountain King levels up. This is so easy to creep with a clap level 2, as you see. Ooh. Second clap.
On 6 targets, man. That feels good. And the 3rd ring, Jesus Christ. That's 1 tanky MK.
Lightning Shield sold for LawLiet. Level 2 Alchemist though. For Chemical Rage this time, I believe. Still no access to this Merc camp. But okay, maybe he just doesn't need it, as Dryads and Mountain Giants are coming.
MK now, more than 3.5. Nice scouting by the Treant right there. Sees the human moving across. Oh, that could be an invul, a surround here, I mean, on the Alchemist. And it is a surround. He's got the invul, but he might be able to hold that surround. But actually, Infi decides against it, not even trying to go for it. Instead, with the clap going towards the archers. But they will just ever so barely make it away if they keep on moving. Heal Scroll used already. That was the one that LawLiet had. As the MK is chasing further. He doesn't have a spell to use at the moment, but a Stormbolt will be ready shortly. But he has to TP out of this Entangle Acid Bomb to keep the hero alive.
Yeah,
But
everything
saves all
else
of
as
his
well.
Yeah. That was decent. That was a Scroll of Healing used. And that's worth more than a TP. Not gold-wise, but effect-wise.
Yeah, Infi can afford it with the expansion up. He's closing in on 50 supply. Tech is not done yet, so you can save the money afterwards. That was pretty good, I agree. It's Heal Spray, not Chemical Rage, actually. LawLiet's expansion is starting to pay off as well, but both only around 50 supply. This time tier 3 for the Night Elf is a lot faster. We also see the defense upgrades a lot earlier than before. But yeah, he wants this level 3 Alchemist. Doesn't get it here, though.
Infi moving in again. Looking for the big clap one more time. Starts off with a Stormbolt, and that Archer is certainly dead, unless there's a staff somewhere. Nope. No staff yet, LawLiet. Tier 3 halfway done. Mountain Giants will be coming in pretty soon, but not yet. He doesn't have the supply available. Wants to stay in no upkeep. Same, of course, for Infi, who is stacking up quite a bit of gold. Almost 800 already.
Good acid bomb, good kill, but yeah, nice clap to slow things down. If there's another acid bomb, which there isn't, there could be... Oh, they are affected by acid bomb, actually, but he's going for the keeper again, realizing there is no staff, there is no TP. Can he fight out after this? Oh yeah, he's not holding to this surround. So he is losing the town ball, and another footman.
He could have maybe held that, though,
I think
right?
so, too. But who are we to judge Infi, who's playing very well, but... I think so too.
Yeah. It's a danger though, of course. If you try to commit for it and it doesn't work, then you have nothing to show for yourself and just wasted so many footmen. Which may die anyways here as the Dryads are coming in for the next Creepjack. 12 experience there was nice on the MK, getting him closer to level 5. We have an AM now as well. But what are Water Elementals really gonna do in this scenario?
Yeah, I think it's Blizzard immediately, right? Or Aura Blizzard. He didn't choose anything yet. But I agree that, yeah, it's Aura first, and then we'll see from there. Mountain Giants are coming. Upgrades as well. Super Wells, Resistant Skin, Hardened Skin. LawLiet is getting more and more into this game as it feels. Breaking upkeep now. Both are actually.
So early. By LawLiet especially. I mean, it's Infi's choice here to go for a timing push, staying on tier 2, not going to tier 3. But I guess LawLiet reading this very quickly feels that he just has to produce and hold on to weather the storm here. And I guess the AM is the tell, right? If it's tier 3, you wouldn't go AM second. But it's tier 2.
Shop control again for the Korean. Damage intensifies in Infi's army. With the mortar teams coming, with riflemen coming, he even has a gyrocopter for scouting, which I like. It gives him a lot of vision. But LawLiet is just getting the items over and over and over and over again.
And not much to be done about that in this stage of the game for Infi. The Night Elf has the tech advantage. Has the stronger army. He can't really contest at the moment. Level 4 for the Keeper. He's got 2 scrolls and the invul. This is so important. Shop control, as you guys know, a big, big deal.
Upgrades for the Mountain Giants are done, so production starts. He has not a single one yet. He started with the upgrades, interestingly. But now he's gonna explode in supply.
Yeah.
Finally, a invul potion for this MK. Desperately needed. Archmage level 2, and Blizzard it is.
The thing about the Dryads, of course, is they're really good early mid-game. On tier 2, they have a massive power spike. But if you give the human the time to get to 70, 80 supply, rifles and mortars, they're really bad against that. So, as we approach the super late game here, the only thing that LawLiet has that's really good as far as units goes is the MGs.
Yeah. Let's see if he can hold on. Another boots of speed, I guess we saw quite a few of those in this game. The siege begins. Wisp has seen this. 68 supply against 74. How much is in production? A lot for LawLiet.
Kind of surprised that there's no ivories here in the inventory. Would have expected those to be coming in as well. This Entangled is dropping pretty damn low. The mortar teams don't have damage upgrades yet, but still have good DPS, as you can see.
Yeah, it's coming in nicely, preventing him. Stormbolt on the Alchemist. This Entangled gold mine needs a lot of repairs, which is the focus now. The footmen are falling in the front, but that's about it. Oh, that clap was sweet.
Clap just took out 5 wisps. Can he still repair against this is the question now. But more and more Treants are ready and moving forward, and it's gonna have to be abandoned here, this push. by Infi as he TPs out.
The Mountain Giants were just soaking up too much damage, and the Dryads were starting to get in range of the casters and the Mortars, and you really don't want to lose them.
But Infi also only lost Footman, so nothing of value or too much value lost. 5 Footmen fell, but now he can reinforce with stronger units.
LawLiet is already getting the 1-3 defense upgrade on the Mountain Giants. That is so early.
Yeah. These rifles are not going to do anything to these MGs.
Nope. And there's no frag shards, so even the mortar teams are not the biggest damage dealers against them.
Absolutely true. Now they meet here on open ground in the river. Dryads have to continue dancing. None of them have fallen just yet, but that may change pretty soon here. Blizzard raining in against the Mountain Giants, but it's only level 1 Blizzard. It really doesn't hurt all that bad.
Nope. Infi's damage output was magnificent on Terenas, but here on Echo, doesn't look like it. Nice entangle against this Blizzard. More reinforcements coming in, but the Dryads are sniping the reinforcements, and that's so well done by LawLiet right now.
Yeah, he's moving forward and forward, losing nothing, but finding quite a few kills of his own as another rifle falls. And this is starting to look like critical mass here, these MGs. You just can't deal with them.
He still has a heal scroll, so even if there's AoE damage coming, he uses that right now. Also, hero focus is not really an option as there is an invo potion. Archmage far forward and Infi taps out. We go full distance, baby, to determine the opponent of Moon tomorrow. Whew, after 3 3-0s in a row, this feels good to have a best of 5 fully played out. 2 games in a row for Infi looked so strong, untouchable even. And now it's LawLiet's time, man. Striking back twice. Reverse sweep Ink.
And yeah, he decided to stay on tier 2 there. On Terenas stand, where it was Expo versus Expo. Of course, a very different game with him being able to cancel the expansion of the Night Elf so much earlier. But in the end, it was still tier 3 versus tier 3 and 2 base versus 2 base. Whereas in this game, he decided to stay on tier 2 and go for a timing push. Thinking, I guess, that he could hit before the MGs come out, but that didn't really work.
True.
Couldn't he have gone tier 3 here, I guess is the question.
I don't think he has the time. I really don't think he has the time. Like, where do you want to fit that in?
I mean, you just don't push. You play defensive because it's going to take a while until there's 4 MGs out, and the Night Elf won't become aggressive before 4 MGs. I think it could have gone tier 3 somewhere there. Of course, the question is then, is that going to be good enough?
Yeah.
Because usually when you play MK and tier 3, you need triple hero, and triple hero on Echo Isles is really difficult for human. But imagine if he had played AM first hero, and then go Alchemist second again, and then go tier 3 on his 2 bases. But of course, then the entire game would have...
Yeah, the entire game is very, very different. Thank you very much, LeCrestFallen, for the 100 bits. Hey, take my little lambs. How are you this beautiful day? MK in the morning drives away sorrow and grief. Well, not for Infi, apparently, as he lost that 4th map. 2,000 viewers here on a Monday afternoon. That is pretty crazy. And pretty nice, of course.
Yeah. With this caliber of players, of course, justified. These are 2 of the very strongest players in the world. Makes sense. We're in the top 4 now almost. This map here will decide who joins the other players in the semifinals. Foggy, TH, and Moon already there. The who is who. By the way, also 3 of the top 4 from WGL would be there if Infi should make it.
Yeah. Only TH was eliminated in the group stage at the World Championships after winning it twice. But yeah, playing Night Elf the entire time. Not the entire time. Against Hawk, he played the Night Elf, the Human Mirror. But yeah, he hasn't lost a single map. TH. Foggy didn't lose a single map. Moon lost 1 map to WFZ, that noob. Just kidding, of course. But yeah, we have a few dominant forces here in this tournament so far, and I can't wait for them to clash.
Speaking of WFZ, by the way, I mean, he's out now, so not that relevant, but I didn't see his games yesterday or 2 days ago. But in the group stage, he looked really good.
Yep.
Was it again inconsistent WFZ showing up a couple days later?
He had no chance. He absolutely got destroyed.
Too bad.
Same as at BREC. It was a little better than BREC, but yeah, it wasn't. Not a single map was close. But he got signed by Lucky Future yesterday.
Did you check your color, by the way?
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm black.
Seems like Czech is a little asleep on the wheel right now. All right. Last game here between these two guys. Last game of the day for today.
Yesterday we were done in 2 hours. That was a very relaxed Sunday for me. Today it takes a little longer, but it's fine. Okay, they have to remake this because people don't get it.
Okay.
Whatever, a little more time for us. We're gonna continue tomorrow, of course, with the semifinals, as we mentioned, the grand final and the game for third on Wednesday. Will you be there both days, Remo?
Yep.
Sweet. Me too, I guess. Yeah, pretty sure I am.
I'm here, absolutely.
Cool. On Thursday, there is a new cup starting. It's called... Wait, did I get the invite? Are you in a game? No, you're not. The OES New Year's Cup. So maybe we'll cast that as well to not break our streak of casting since... I don't know when we...
Okay, Thursday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be here Thursday, though. Like at noon, or...?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see. Don't know yet.
I think I'm there. I think I got Thursday off. Yeah, and then I go to... Oh, I actually don't know yet. We'll keep you up to date on backtowarcraft.com. And here in the Twitch schedule extension thingy.
So it's gonna be 9 straight days of casting, man. Really cool.
Yeah, we're putting in the works.
Before the Chinese year is over, get all those games in. It's gonna be on the 5th of February.
Yeah.
The Chinese New Year. Then sometimes a little bit of a lull sets in, but hopefully we're gonna have more cups springing up for more awesome Asian Warcraft competition. And here we go. Northern Isles, our second map, is ready.
The tension here is pretty crazy. Either Infi comes back and wins the third game after a little, after being, like, whatever. He had the lead. He was 2-0 ahead. LawLiet strikes back, wins 2 games in a row either. So reverse sweep or a comeback of Infi on Northern Isles. In the upper right, we have the Chinese human, who can also play Night Elf and Orc and a little bit of Undead. And in the bottom left, we have the troll of the scene, LawLiet in the blue, who is a pretty good human player, actually. Maybe they should just reverse race. Or then it would be a little unfair for Infi, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. LawLiet is a really good random player, plays a lot on stream. At WGL even, I saw him practicing Human Mirror against Sock. And I think he won the best of 5 against Sock, which was pretty impressive. All in all, very, very talented player, LawLiet. It really feels like he should have won a big tournament by now.
Yeah.
He's always among the top players. He can always take any series off of any player, but he never gets that first place. He never even really gets into the finals somehow.
At WCA 2016, he was in the finals against Lin, but he got squashed there. No chance. But yeah, you're right. Always struggling a little. Maybe can't control his nerves too much. We've seen him shaken before these games a little. Especially if it's on the big stage. But this is online. This should suit him. And once again, we have a keeper versus
A
Archmage Battle.
player's forces are under attack.
And thank you very much. Cool play for the sub and welcome.
Nice.
Speaking of nerves, is LawLiet feeling them, I wonder? Because he just ran with a wisp into the creep camp, where the second one is moving right now at the laboratory. One of his brethren was just sacrificed for obviously no good reason. Something that obviously should not happen. It's gonna cost him a little bit more resources. It's gonna be a bit of a hindrance in the early game. But shouldn't be doing too much. Wisp was supposed to mess with the footy here, trying to abuse the AI. That would have made creeping more difficult here for Infi, but came too late. Didn't work, or it still worked? So this AI pull sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It's really confusing. In case you guys don't know what it does, you pull out the creep camp, and then, yeah, the AI is a little bit messed with. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And then they don't use their spells. As you can see, the rock golem is not hurling any boulders. But one of the mud golems was casting slow, the other one wasn't. So it's a little bit weird, it sometimes feels a little bit random. But yeah, well executed creep here by Infi. Question is, does he expand? Usually we see no expansion here, but he already showed earlier on AZ that he will sometimes still expand.
Absolutely. Level 2 keepers coming over. He was walking to the creep spot as well, so took quite a few more hits than he should. Gets the first kill though, and Infi is sending the peasants back. Is it just for the little bit of gold? For long distance mining? No. He keeps them here. Spends the 400 gold. Now, here we go. Expo attempt once more. But there's a Keeper of the Grove, level 2, with the Scroll of the Beast, and once again there's no tower in the base for Infi as he's too greedy.
Ooh, that scroll is gonna be really dangerous. Imagine later a tier 2 timing with second hero and like 40 supply. That scroll is gonna kick like a mule. But alright, here we go. Exploit is again. It worked on AZ, but this is a very different scenario. We don't have mercenaries here. This is gonna mean no Shadow Priest. We don't have level 3 AM, which is gonna mean water elementals way weaker. I think trying to go for the Expo here is a lot more dangerous than on AZ, to be honest.
True. He gets a few kills already with those treants because there is no arcane tower. Archers are poking into this expansion, but damage is done in the main. Infi is trying to micro against it, but nope, not enough. Loses another worker. Has to go for the lumber mill already. Keeper is moving back a bit as his expansion is at 50%. 4 archers already. And Infi is down to 29 supply. And as you said, only level 2.5 Archmage this time.
He sold the Scroll of the Beast!
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's so good!
Maybe he goes late game and doesn't want to go into Huntress Glaives, whatever, so there's no real value except on archers, but it doesn't do too much to them.
I mean, it's somewhat understandable. He's got the Expo coming up. He doesn't have to rely on a tier 2 push. But it's still a nice item, man, you know, in any kind of engagement. But it's also 200 gold. He's going to be speeding up his economy. Entangles around will force the staff. Infi wise to purchase that earlier. Such great value against the Keeper. Almost always want to have that in the mid game before you have to spell. And that's now level 3 for the AM, finally. Becoming quite a bit stronger. But Footy's already bruised. Don't see him really being able to be aggressive now, Infi, as tier 2 should be finishing up soon for the Night Elf. And then, of course, with the Alchemist coming in, LawLiet will be becoming quite a bit stronger.
Yeah, Hunter's Hall in the works, tier 2 at 60%. Expo is moving over. But it has to be crept first. And Infi should know about this. Does he want to punish it or does he want to creep more? There is boots now even. His tech is of course not started yet. He's still buying shops and towers and more footmen. Level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove and Claws. That's helping. Archmage has a TP still. Staff is on cooldown though. One archer down. Footman will follow. But so far it looks okay for Infi, I guess.
Keeper is really, really low mana. He needs to get back to the Moonwells to get the Entangle again, and then he can deal with these Footies. 2 Footies down already.
Yeah.
We saw throughout this entire series how willing Infi can be, almost surrounded, to delay the Night Elf expansion. And delaying it, he is here again. But how much will it cost him?
There's still one of the warriors here. Infi has soon one more water element and still so many footmen. That's the issue. The alchemist is coming in. That's the savior against the soldiers. But he cannot be surrounded here.
A player's forces
gets
are
it.
under attack.
Nice movement by LawLiet there.
Alright.
And I say it, and he's surrounded. Can he fight out? The acid bomb is tremendously helping there, but... Okay, he's fighting out. Tree and support as well.
And even if he dies here, I think it's okay. This is the third acid bomb already. These footies are pretty much rendered useless. The Keeper came back from the Moonwells with mana, so he's gonna be fending this off. The Archer micro, a little bit lackluster. He lost certainly more than he needed to, down to only 2 now. And this AM still being aggressive, still being a nuisance. And once more, this Tree of Life has been delayed by quite a long time.
Yeah, still making his way over. Infi is mining, protecting this expo as well with a lot of farms. Tier 2 tech is at 60% and the blacksmith is coming. And, oh, if he cancels his lore, that's huge. Because it will delay everything. But does he have the firepower? I don't think so. It's finishing now. And no, it's not enough. Oh, that would have been a big opening. But on the other side, he's losing another unit.
Yeah. LawLiet there even investing a lot of detonates to make sure the lore survives. So losing quite a few wisps. But still, Infi here finding the little openings that there are. Is going to cancel this Entangled Gold Mine. He's being such a pest in this game. And obviously is playing this super, super well.
Yeah, Infi is not dealing any deep cuts to LawLiet, but he's just scratching on the surface the entire time. It's super annoying. It doesn't do too much damage, but at the end, you look like you fought with a cat, and yeah, it's getting better.
It's not like he's not finding kills, so it's not looking too painful. But this must have been at least 90 seconds of the expo delayed. And 90 seconds is 900 gold.
Yeah. Thank God you're so good at math, Remo. Healthstone, which might be necessary as the Alchemist is coming in on the second army as well. Rifleman for the damage that he needs against the upcoming Dryads. He can just spam these acid bombs, man. It's crazy. Pretty crazy.
Dryads here, abolish should be done soon, I believe. And then the Watermans will be gotten rid of pretty quickly. It's done already, in fact. Oh. Alchemist dropping super low. Healthstone is there, though, and Alchemist survives.
And everything is at about 50%, killing another footman. But can he chase? There is another acid bomb. Can he... He cannot kill this Keeper, can he? Oh, Moonjuice is not looking good at all. Has to go for a potion. Acid bomb. He really needs that potion. There we go.
Moonstone as well. Keeper is safe. So, a lot of footmen lost here. But again, I think it's alright.
Is he safe? There's an Entangle. Wow, it's a big investment into this hero. Might surround the Alchemist here, but it's forcing the town portal, and Infi is still there. He really wants this kill. Potion, is it off cooldown? Yes, it is. Now he survives. And this Infi overstaying is welcome. Nope, town portal's out as well.
Alright, TP trade, but that's usually more dangerous for the human. In the super late game, LawLiet shouldn't really need it.
More healing. The first mortar team again. Rifleman coming again. Long rifles upgrade as well. Plus flare for scouting. No one is really going to tier 3. LawLiet is now tier 2.5. And making his way over with 5 Dryads. Disrupt the creeping. It's so nice because the Alchemist is so low on levels. The mortar teams though, what a position. Needs to take all the Dryads out of the fight to be able to deal with it.
Doesn't have a depth training yet on these priests, so dealing with the Treants isn't too easy. Also, the AM didn't rush level 4, so he doesn't have that much mana regen. We're seeing a couple of downsides here starting to show from Infi's aggressiveness in the early game.
Finding a few kills here, though. And Entangle, this Alchemist, Town Portal swap, but he's not using it! Infi with a massive mistake! TP gone, second hero gone.
I think that was intentional, actually. Level 1 hero.
Yeah, but why would you swap the Town Portal over to your hero that you want to die?
You swap it over, and then you have time to consider, do I really want to use it? Yeah, may have been an error on his part, but that could have still been intentional, honestly. Unsure, of course. We don't know his thoughts.
Oh. There's no tower again. Can he hold this with the protection of his buildings? Alchemist is back in no time. And Infi is like creeping. Flute of accuracy. Oh man, what a drop.
Yeah, absolutely. Alchemist back now. Level 1, of course, doesn't take long. Couple of militia are falling, but he's keeping the rifle alive, and the AM did get level 4. This is a massive deal. As now, LawLiet will have to TP out himself. Oh, the Alchemist is dropping really low, but should be fine. Yes, he's fine.
And he bought time for the first two Mountain Giants. Hardened Skin almost done. Infi needs a big push. He's at 63 supply. It's not the 70 supply number yet. But we're getting there. And more creeping is done. Almost level 2 for the Alchemist. Will be level 2 here as the Archmage is sent away to the shop. Good shop control this time by Infi for double heal scrolls.
Alright, that's going to be a really good backup for his army. But is this the sincere push, the big push? He doesn't have this massive army just yet. He only has 2 priests, by the way, with a total of 2 dispels only. 65 supply, 63 are on the battlefield. Nice illusions. Wonder if he can dispel them. Oh, this acid bomb once again. Acid bomb, taunt, nice combo. This Mountain Giant is not ignored, taking some damage here. Oh, and he takes out the mortar team. That's big. Big drop in DPS. But the Keeper is low. That might be the chance there for Infi. Infi ignoring those MGs the way it's supposed to be. Going for the heroes and the Dryads instead. And they have to run. The MGs can hold their ground, but nothing else. The heal scroll was so good. Here comes the damage now. LawLiet repair is too late. Right-clicking down the expansion, and the Alchemist might be next even. LawLiet is struggling hard. He's supply stuck, can't get reinforcements. Heroes low. Mountain Giants are still healthy, yeah, but they are not doing any damage. Can easily deal with them now, I guess. Like trying to spoon his way back into this game, loses. Oh, that staff was sweet. Even keeping the mortar team alive is Infi. More and more Mountain Giants, and at some point you can't ignore them anymore. But the Expo is gone. Dude, Infi again playing here so well. Tenacious game by him here in map number 5. He's just refusing to back down. Not willing to give all the map control to the Keeper, as we have seen so often. Always ready for the engagement and never ever fearing his opponent. And now upper base. And he has a heal scroll left. Like, he can stay in this fight against the acid bomb. That's nice. Mass detonate. Get rid of all the mana of the priest. That was nice. So no healing on that part anymore. But it's still a good chunk of damage. Mortar teams, little sandwiched. Mortar teams, riflemen, a little sandwiched here now. But LawLiet's heroes, it seems like they're out of this fight the entire time because he's right-clicking so nicely with the rifleman. Yeah, exactly. It's only the MGs here who are standing in there. And Infi, by the way, could just TP out of this. It would be completely fine. The Keeper of the Grove took a big volley right there from the Mortars. Has to run back. And there's still a heal scroll. Okay, now he used it, but he held on for this for such a long time. And the one single sorceress coming in. He was thinking that maybe resistant skin was skipped. I'm not sure if it is. Yes, it was skipped, by the way. So these MGs will be affected by slow for a long time before the upgrade is finished. Yeah, usually you have the Dryads working against it, but there's only one left, and that's super hurt as well. Archmage is making his way over to the shop once again as he is at 500 gold, 80 supply. Investing in this again. LawLiet in the ropes. Might be eliminated here in the quarterfinals again.
Players' forces are under
Expo attempt number 2 is coming up.
Second attack upgrade for Infi just finished. We now have +3 damage on the rifles. Wow. So basically 3 attack upgrades for them. Same for the mortar teams. That's rough. +7 on the mortar teams, yeah. Resistance skin takes forever. There's no tier 3 tech for Infi though. Comes with an Invis upgrade on the sorceresses. Acid bomb again big. Can the Mountain Giant establish a big front line? But even if they do, there is nothing behind that front line. The damage is seriously lacking. Heal spray coming in by the Mountain Giant. Almost died. The staff saves him. But staff on cooldown for now. Invul popped on the Alchemist in the front. He was dropping low there himself for Infi. One heal scroll still available.
LawLiet is getting a few kills, and the Alchemist still has mana. Poison Ivy combo. Alchemist, will he die now? Whoa, the heal spray to heal him up, but it's not enough. He dies. LawLiet might be back with this kill. Level 4 on the Alchemist for him, and the Orb of Venom putting in a lot of damage here. But now his Mountain Giants are about to die. If they do, it's 24 supply gone. His heroes can't save.
They need that hero kill, but I don't know that it's enough, as the first MG of this game is gonna die. And I've seen a lot of games, certainly when the first MG dies, this is oftentimes the downward spiral. Of course, the downward spiral was already in motion with the expansion dying earlier. Expansion, by the way, has been re-established, but not yet mining.
It's already heard, so Infi knew about this and harassed this, and he's coming right over. Not giving LawLiet the pleasure to be able to cancel this. No, he lets it finish. He's not mining from this. The Wisps are busy here, and this thing will die once more. Or will it? LawLiet coming from the left-hand side, going for the Archmage. There is a TP, trying to force this to keep this tree up, but I guess Infi knows exactly how long he has to stay in there. Oh, tree rooting up. Where is the repair? Is it enough? No. Mortar team kills it, and the Alchemist is once again out of this fight. Or is he? Yeah, he is. Now slow against the Mountain Giants. Looks like Infi has this, but we've said this plenty of times. Archmage close to 5.
There's gonna be quite a bit of damage there from the Water Elementals. Could perhaps even consider going for Blizzard here soon, but now he's moving forward. 79 supply for him against the paltry 56, and those MGs super hurt as well. Once again, Alchemist in the front line, taking a lot of damage. This could be the kill onto him one more time. Where's the Dispel? It's not in range, not in time, and the Alchemist dies again.
He also had a heal scroll, didn't use that one. Maybe he wants to save it and get the Alchemist back from the Tavern as he has so much gold. Dispel against the Entangle. There was an Acid Bomb, but it's gone already. 2 new Mountain Giants about to fall. Alchemist still in trouble. Level 5 on the Archmage finally. LawLiet is kind of desperate for a hero kill here. Not killing any units, I guess. Invis on this Archmage. How handy is this Adept spell from the Sorceress now?
Yeah. The one issue for him was keeping his heroes alive, and now he has a tool to keep those alive.
Oh, the shop is gone. He's diving for the Keeper. Not getting it now. If one hero of LawLiet falls, the game is over. Mountain Giants are falling sooner than later.
The Alchemist is dropping really low. This might be the kill here onto him. A few more right clicks. Same for the Keeper. He dies, and the Alchemist follows, and that has to be it. GG. Infi wins this best of 5 with a 3-2.
Holy shit, man. Infi back to the strength of the first 2 games, giving LawLiet not the time to have this void of Mountain Giants, or at least not if there's damage behind it. The Giants were taking out really, really quickly, and then there was just no damage. The heroes were so well controlled, they couldn't do anything. Like, it was always super low Keeper, super low Alchemist. They couldn't stand in the middle of everything. Yeah, they were throwing some Entangles, and they were throwing some acid bombs here and there, but that was tremendous play by Infi, man. Well deserved to be in the semifinal, and that means that tomorrow we have Foggy versus TH and Moon versus Infi. What a semifinal.
Yeah, that's gonna be super hype. As I said earlier, a lot of semifinalists from the WGL returning again here to these semifinals.
Yeah.
And battling here for this big tournament. More than $15,000 on the line, and the top 4 get the lion's share of this. And tomorrow and the day after, they're gonna battle for those last 4 slots.
Yeah, $1,100 guaranteed for all the 4 warriors that we have in the semifinal. If you survive the semifinal, you what's the name for it? Like 4 times the prize money. You boost it from 1,100 to 4,400. So that's how important the semifinals are tomorrow. Douyu Thunder and Fire Cup. 2 days left. Tomorrow, the semifinals of Foggy versus TH. The rematch of GCS Summer Grand Final. And Moon versus Infi. They have battled each other so many times. Epic stories were told between the two. And I can't wait. I want to go to bed and wake up at like tomorrow 10 a.m. to just have it immediately, but that's not how time works, unfortunately.
Isn't it at 12?
Yeah, but I wake up at 10 and then, shower, breakfast, setting up the stream. But yeah, the games start at noon, 12 CET. And as I said yesterday, maybe you should call in sick. Some of you did, I guess. I think you're still not feeling better, do you? A little bad feeling in the stomach, coughing a little here and there. You don't want to make your coworkers sick, so maybe you should
exactly.
stay at
That
home.
would be completely irresponsible. So
Yes.
better go to the doctor, say, oh, feeling not so well. Maybe till Wednesday.
Well, Wednesday is the
As-
grand final. Do you really like? I think it's better to stay in bed until Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah. All right, guys. That's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. 2.5 hours here was a nice little stream with great games between Moon 120 and Infi and LawLiet. Can't wait for tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much, Coolplay 520 for the sub. If you want these replays, feel free to smash that sub button and join our Discord where the replays are shared if you are a subscriber. You can support us by donations as well. There's a link in the description. You can use donate.backtowarcraft.com as well via PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrencies. You can buy our merchandise at shop.backtowarcraft.com or use the Amazon referral link. I will do that as well. Have to buy a new shower curtain. And we get a share of your purchases at Amazon. With that being said, see you tomorrow. Remo, have a nice day. And yeah, the final words belong to you before it's the Donuts with the goodbye routine.
All right, guys. Thanks all for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Moving into the last stages. Have a good day, and bye-bye.